Microsoft 365 offers great deals with the choice of a free access to Outlook and OneDrive when you create a free Outlook account which comes with 15 GB of mailbox storage and 5 GB of cloud storage in OneDrive. However, this free subscription entails high risk for security and safety of your data stored in the cloud. What does this mean for your critical personal data? Data loss is an ever-present risk through human error, data corruption, ransomware, or hackers. And the worst thing that could happen is you having no other way to restore your data, as Microsoft does not make backups of customers' data. Microsoft actually recommends that customers back up their cloud data using third-party applications. The only option free Outlook customers have is to store their deleted data in the recycle bin for only 30 days. Afterward, the data will be permanently deleted and can never be recovered. But Ahsay has got you covered. With Ahsay Backup, we can prevent data loss and protect your critical data with a backup of your free Outlook account data using AhsayOBM and keep it stored for as long as you want. That's not all. AhsayOBM will even protect emails and files from legacy Microsoft email domains such as hotmail.com. If you want to learn how to keep your emails, tasks, contacts, photos and videos and other files from your free Outlook account safe and secured, let's go to my screen and keep watching. Open AhsayOBM. Log in to your account. From the home screen, click Backup Sets. Then click the Add button to create a new backup set. You may rename the backup set or use the default name provided. Change the backup set type to Microsoft 365 Backup. Select this Microsoft 365 user only. Keep the default selection for region. Then click Next to proceed. You will be asked to authorize AhsayOBM to access your free Outlook account. Click Authorize. This will prompt the browser and will ask you to log into your free Outlook account. Enter your credentials. Once logged in, you will be asked to provide permission to the following. Click Accept. An authorization code will be provided for you to copy and paste to AhsayOBM. Copy. Go back to AhsayOBM, then paste. Click OK. You will be prompted with another authorization request. Click Continue in order to proceed with backing up your free Outlook account. Click Accept. Copy, then paste to AhsayOBM. AhsayOBM will verify the access to your free Outlook account. Once successful, you may select what to back up. For this, let's proceed with the default selection, which is to back up all items and folders on your Outlook mailbox and all files or folders on your OneDrive. If you prefer to back up specific mailbox folders on Outlook, for example, Inbox, Calendar, and Contacts only, or specific files or folders on your OneDrive, then you will have to configure the filter to exclude the files or folders you don't want AhsayOBM to back up. Click Next. Select the switch to turn on Scheduled Backup. A scheduled backup will automatically back up the files and folders you have selected based on the frequency and time you set it on. This is very important, as a regular scheduled backup will minimize data loss, ensuring you can always recover the most updated version of your files. Click on the Add button to create a new backup schedule. You can use the default schedule name, but for this example, I will use Daily Backup at 1800. Next, choose from the different types of backup schedules such as daily, weekly, monthly, or custom. For this example, we will select a daily backup to run every 1800. This setting is considered as the normal backup schedule, setting a certain time as to when the backup job will run. Now, if you change when the backup will start from at to every, this is called periodic backup schedule. Periodic backup schedule will automatically back up your data every 1 minute, up to every 12 hours, depending on the interval you will select. The smaller the backup interval, the more frequent the backup job is. This ensures that changes made are captured regularly, which allows greater flexibility in recovery to a point in time. However, backups running at very regular intervals may have a performance impact on your backup machine. The increased frequency of backups may result in an increase in overall storage quota usage. Meanwhile, there are two options to choose from when you want the backup job to stop. This feature only works when you set a normal backup schedule. So let's switch this back from every to at. The default setting is until full backup completed, which means the backup job will only stop running when all selected files or folders or any subsequent changes are completely backed up regardless of how long it takes. The other option will stop the backup job after a certain number from 1 to 24 hours, even if the backup of your files or folder is not yet complete. For this example, we will use the default setting until full backup completed to ensure that all the latest changes to our files or folders are fully backed up every day. After setting up your preferred backup schedule, select OK. Then Next. For the destination, the default backup mode is sequential. Since we are selecting more than one storage destination, it is recommended to switch the backup mode to concurrent. This is to allow AhsayOBM to back up your data to both destinations simultaneously. This approach helps reduce the overall backup time, which minimizes any performance impact to the backup machine. Once you switch to concurrent, you'll be able to set the maximum number of destinations to run simultaneously. Let's keep the default selection, which is unlimited. To add new storage destination, click the plus sign. The default destination storage, Ahsay Drive, is already selected. Earlier, I mentioned that we will be selecting more than one storage destination. We'll keep the selection on default and click OK to continue. Click Add. Select Local, Map Drive, Network Drive, Removable Drive. It is very important that you choose to back up cloud data to a local drive or network drive, as it allows you to take ownership and full control of your own data. Retain full access to your critical personal data 24/7 in the event of service outages or even total loss of your cloud data to give you total peace of mind. After selecting the said destination, you'll be asked to input local or network address. Click Change. Then select a destination. Click on the backup folder that we created, then OK to proceed. Click OK again. AhsayOBM will test its access to the local destination. After a successful test, click Next to continue. Now for encryption, we will use the default setting, which is the most secure option as it uses AES 256-bit encryption technology and a randomly generated encryption key made up of 44 alphanumeric characters. Take note, once you have selected the encryption settings and your backup set is created, it cannot be changed afterwards. If you need to change the encryption settings, then a new backup set must be created. Your data will have to be backed up again from scratch. Click Next. It is very important to keep a copy of your encryption key before clicking Confirm. If you forget or lose your encryption key, you will lose the ability to access and restore your backup data. Click Confirm. The backup set has been created successfully. Click on Backup now to start a backup job. Or you can click Close and wait for the scheduled backup to start. Let's select Close and check the other available settings for our backup set. Select the backup set that we just created. We'll look at the other important settings for this backup set, such as Windows User Authentication, deduplication, retention policy, temporary directory, and compression settings. AhsayOBM utilizes Windows User Authentication login credentials to ensure it has adequate permissions for accessing various components on the backup machine. These include the temporary folder location and the backup destination, whether it's a local drive or a network drive accessible from the backup machine via LAN. The Windows User Authentication login credentials must have the necessary permissions to access network resources. Input your Windows password. Moving on, click Show Advanced Settings. Meanwhile, deduplication is enabled by default. This feature removes all duplicate data blocks from your backup. The default settings are the optimal settings for deduplication. It will result in up to 50% savings in storage space and costs for free Outlook account backups. It will also reduce network bandwidth usage and will allow for faster backups. Next to deduplication is retention policy. Every time AhsayOBM runs a backup job, any previously backed up files or folders that are subsequently modified or deleted on the destination are moved to the retention area, where they can still be restored. The retention policy determines how long these deleted or modified files or folders are stored in the retention area before they are permanently removed. There are two retention policy options for Microsoft 365 backup sets on AhsayOBM. One is simple, where the retained files are removed after a specified number of days or backup jobs. The default retention policy setting is 7 days. While the other is Advanced, where you can add multiple policies to keep the most recent versions, than older versions, or be able to recover the older versions of deleted or modified files and/or folders. Click the plus sign to add advanced retention policies or see more of the advanced retention policy. You can change the default retention policy name, but you may also use the default name provided. You can also choose among the different types as to how recently you would like the different versions of your files to be retained. An advanced retention policy offers more flexibility and control in managing older versions of deleted or modified files or folders to maximize the scope of your data recovery while minimizing storage usage and costs. While for simple retention policy, increasing the duration also increases the likelihood of recovering older versions of deleted or modified files or folders. However, this will also increase the storage required, which means higher storage costs. For this example, we'll use a simple retention policy with a duration of 180 days. This provides extra protection, allowing us to recover any deleted or modified files or folders, emails, tasks, contacts, or schedules and calendar from Outlook and OneDrive for up to 6 months. This exceeds the 30 days fixed retention of the recycle pin for Outlook. Moreover, this serves as precautionary measure against emergency situations like service unavailability due to service outages. Click Others and you'll see the temporary directory and compression setting. For the temporary directory, the default location is on the C drive, where the Windows operating system is also installed. You might want to change this and select another local drive. For this example, we'll select this local drive. Click the temp folder that we created. Then, click OK. This is the best practice, as using the C drive might cause the machine to crash once it runs out of space, as in some cases, a large number of temporary files may be created during backup and restore. A network drive should also not be considered, as this could affect the backup and restore performance. Meanwhile, the remove temporary files after backup is enabled by default, in order to keep the temporary drive clear. Below the temporary directory is the compressions. Data compression serves two purposes: enhancing backup performance and reducing storage space and storage costs. There are 4 compression types available: no compression, normal, fast, and fast with optimization for local. This compression type is selected by default, as it balances data compression speed, compression ratio, and CPU usage efficiently. The compression settings can be changed anytime. If the compression type is changed, the new setting will take effect on the next backup job. Now that you have learned a bit more about the other important backup settings and how to adjust them based on your preferences, it's time to back up your files. Close this window by clicking Save. From the AhsayOBM home screen, select Backup. Click the backup set that you have just created. Select Backup. Once done, you'll see under the progress bars that the backup has been completed successfully. And that's how you back up your free Outlook account data using AhsayOBM. While services like Outlook and OneDrive are incredibly popular for their ease of use, convenience, and free access, there's a hidden risk that could disrupt your daily life. Losing access to your personal emails, contacts, tasks, and files. This could lead to unexpected costs and will be a major inconvenience. Your data stored in the cloud is more vulnerable to data loss, making it crucial to have a backup plan. With Ahsay, you can safeguard your free Outlook account data against all types of data loss, including data corruption, human error, ransomware, and hackers. Backing up your Outlook data to local storage will allow you to take full control and ownership of your personal information. You'll have 24/7 access to your data even during service outages or total data loss, ensuring total peace of mind. Achieve complete data protection with Ahsay. Secure, reliable, affordable. Keep your cloud data safe with us.